Okay, so I decided to call this video, I'm snacking, I'm just finishing my late night snack. So I decided to call this video like full circle as a remote viewer because I think for those of you who've watched the channel for the last couple of years, I reposted the first video of Michael Cohen from, what was it, March of 2019, where Michael Cohen had called Ivanka Trump and basically asked her to flip. We documented that. We didn't know what it was about. We now know that her, according to that remote, and you can watch it if you want to watch that remote, I've put it on the community pages. Go ahead and take a look at that. Now, what seems to have happened is that the inaugural fund was one of the things that Michael Cohen was in his, when they raided, that's some of the stuff they found. And they must have known that they were vulnerable. They must have known that the inaugural fund was vulnerable, that what they were doing. And that may have been why they put it over in Cohen's offices and were going to destroy it, etc. But the point is that when Michael Cohen was sitting in the chair being questioned, there came a point when he was asked if he wanted to make a deal. And it was communicated to him by Mueller's team that he should start making some phone calls. So he started making phone calls. He started making phone calls to everyone and anyone that was part of the inaugural team who he felt would flip, starting with Melania Trump's friend, and then moving on to Ivanka Trump. We now know that that is why he called Ivanka and told her to cooperate. They already have your signatures on the documents. Now, we did another remote where there was a fight. We did a remote, and I found myself in the bedroom of Ivanka Trump and her husband. And prior to this scene, Kushner had asked Ivanka if it was true that the money was missing and had been funneled to the Trump organization, and that her signature was on the documents. It might not have been that specific, but something regarding her signatures, etc., and questionable behavior. And she had said no. She lied to him. And then Michael Cohen got arrested. And somehow Kushner found out that in fact she had lied. And they got into a fight in the bedroom. And she was sitting on the bed, and he was standing over her asking her if she had lied. And she admitted she had, and she started crying. And then Jared Kushner said, "I am not going to have my children grow up with a parent in prison." So I believe that Kushner pressured Ivanka Trump to testify against Donald Trump or to cooperate with the ongoing investigation. So basically what happened was that Kushner began to cooperate with the federal investigation. He appears to have also slipped documents from the White House to the feds. He seems to be some kind of double agent. There's a CIA tie there as well, which I think probably affords him some protection. There's a deal between Kushner and the CIA. It'll keep him out of jail, or at the very least minimize charges. He's CIA. All right, folks, that's what I have. The bell rings, and that is my beloved Sheila. Speaking of Sheila, one of her spirit guides, when I began my remotes tonight, it was talking about how sometimes fate chooses us, and we don't get to decide sometimes. Sometimes spirit decides for us, and it can be very scary to step into the light and to say yes to that. And people will self-sabotage, or they'll run, or they'll be afraid of the light. They'll be afraid of what they will become if they are their best. And so we self-sabotage. And we are all called to step into the light, but we can't do that unless we give ourselves permission to allow ourselves to be the best that we can be, and allow spirit to help us shine our light to the world. All right. Thank you, everyone. With love and appreciation. Have a great night. Bye-bye.